and welcome to another edition of Between Two Molars. I'm one of the molars, Trevor Maurer. Other molar, hello.
Trevor, good to see you. Happy Monday.
Trevor, it's good to see you too. Happy Monday. I'm guessing you just wrapped up a surgery and just came running in here, right?
This is it. Time is now.
Awesome. Well, we have a special guest, a first-time interim chief marketing officer at a brand new partner, Elite, which is a 9 to 11 doctor practice in Houston, Texas. Really excited. Partnered with them just over 1 week ago, officially. And so Chris has been helping them with their marketing, and we wanted to get him on the show to, see what we're about and get to share some things about himself. So welcome, Chris.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, it's great to have you.
Love to have you. The icebreaker is always a dad joke, so let's get that out of the way.
Sure. So I figured it'd be appropriate to do something within healthcare, and I work almost exclusively within healthcare, so it's appropriate. But what did the insurance claim? Why did the insurance claim go to therapy?
Mm-mm.
It had too many issues with rejection.
Okay.
I think
store subject though. Yikes.
Yeah, I know, right? It's bittersweet. It kind of hits home for all of us.
Yeah, so true.
So tell us, Chris, more on a personal level, something that you'd like to share with everybody about yourself.
Yeah, so something more recent that popped up, it's a little bit random, but on Friday, well, let me back up. So I'm a huge fan of live music. Been going to see live music anywhere I can, if I'm traveling or even a work trip, wherever. Been doing it a long time. And a few years ago, I started creating concert posters as a bit of a creative outlet and giving them to people I went with. And so last Friday, I was on a call with, he's president of a large pediatric dentistry group. And it was my first call with him. So didn't know him, just got introduced to him. And in the background, there's this Grateful Dead concert poster. And so I said, hey man, can you just give me 30 seconds? He's like, sure. So I ran, I've got like this loft, and I ran and got this. It's
That's awesome.
A buddy of mine took us to the Grateful Dead or Dead and Company at the Sphere last year. And so I made that as a gift to him and, all the buddies that went. And he was just like, oh my God, that's crazy. So we spent a few minutes talking about live music, and he'd said he'd been to 75 Dead shows. That was my first. So very different.
Wow.
But yeah, anyway, it's a nice creative outlet I like to do.
Yeah, that's a cool share. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It looked
very
really
jealous
good from the 7 seconds I got of it there. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to get out to the Sphere. I've not been there yet. I'd love to see a show there.
Can't believe it's taken this long.
Yeah.
Go see, like, even if you don't like the music, go. Just because, again, first Dead show, you've heard all the stories, but I mean, it was just another level seeing a show there.
Yeah.
Super cool.
I bet. Well, you say you've worked all over healthcare. Maybe tell us something a little bit about your experience in oral surgery, or what you love about our field, the oral surgery.
Yeah. So as Trevor mentioned, I'm only been working with Elite for just under a few months now. And I've worked a lot of dentistry, large DSOs, smaller groups. And, what I like about it is, like, from my perspective, walking into and working next to a CEO, whether they're a founding doctor or, maybe someone else brought him in as the practice was growing or the group was growing. It's interesting. Everyone has their own sort of opinion on marketing. Just, I think as consumers, we're always around it. But oftentimes I'll come in just because either something's wrong, growth is stalled, and they're like, we know we're getting less patients now. We don't know why. Or maybe they just got a new round of funding and they feel like, okay, we need to really go from here to here. So, but that's what I like about it, sitting down. And I do really enjoy sitting down with the CEOs that come from the clinician side, just because oftentimes they have such a different experience on the business than, and I'm sure you guys see this at OMS, right? Like, but for me, that's like one of the coolest things, is kind of understanding their transition from the clinic side over to the business side. And I can be part of that transition to help them grow. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we've all had pretty unique journeys, so I'm sure it's fun to kind of meet them partway through that journey.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, we're super excited for you to be part of this group. We're excited to learn from you and your experience. I think we can all benefit from that. I'd love to know what maybe you're excited about, just as a larger opportunity now, working with a corporate entity as you're partnering with Elite and with OMS 360.
Yeah, it just goes back to that word growth. I mean, there's so much opportunity. I mean, Elite is, I believe, the largest oral practice group in the metro Houston area.
Yep.
But even within that, there's just so much opportunity to grow. And I will say, without getting into detail, I would say we're still in the foundation setting. There was a lot going on at Elite prior to me getting there. And oftentimes it's, someone, the CEO or even the executive team thinks it's one thing, but often it might be another. And just a recent situation, the new patients had dropped off and we started to look, and the first place I went to look was the call center. Yeah. It's like, marketing, even if they are doing an amazing job, if we're dropping the ball on bringing these patients into the clinics, it's like, and that's such a big lever. So even in the day and age of online scheduling, right? Everyone wants to do that. And I would say that's actually the interesting thing about specialty dental. So like oral surgery, it is more complicated to schedule than, your GD or your GP.
I'm smiling because
so
I learned that in droves, right? Like,
yeah,
it should be easy. Well, it's not. We'll figure it out, but
yeah, for sure. And even talking to your team, there's already a plan to do that even at Elite. So I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, that's great.
The online
thanks so much for
scheduling
being on
piece.
today. It's great. We love having you on. Get your copy. Anything
Sounds
else
good.
before we wrap up, Dr. Everts?
That's great. Chris, pleasure to meet you. Glad to have you on the team.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Awesome. Have a great day, guys.